Hey guys, and welcome back to the SSF series. This is another update on the Power Siphon Locust Mines Whisperer. Um, just want to start off by saying thank you again for all of the support in the last video. I'm up to 25 subs now, which is ridiculous. So yeah, thank you so much for all the likes and all the subs. It really means the world to me. But yeah, going back to the character, in the last update of this character, I did mention that I feel like I've specced a bit too much into tankiness and not enough into damage. So what I've done is just a little bit of a respec of the tree. Not anything too major, really adding damage, more just kind of adding in quality of life, and then changing around some auras to give myself some more damage and not focus so much on the defense side of things. So going over the skill tree, the first things that I've changed is I grabbed myself some more frenzy charges, respec the tree a little bit down here, not really saving any points to be honest, but just felt like doing that so that when I level up more I can grab this jewel socket easier. Drop these two life nodes so that I could pick up Wicked Ward again. Just felt like it would be good to have now where it's kind of more important. Respect this mine area to just get some more detonate speed and just make the mines feel like they're going off a bit quicker, so that if a monster is rushing you, you kind of can blow it up before it actually gets to hit you. And then yeah, still haven't found a lab trial, which is really weird. I haven't found anything from rituals and those kinds of things, and I've been really searching for it. I haven't found any idols that are increasing my chance to find them either. So yeah, it's just really confusing and kind of frustrating, but hopefully I can get some Kerax and then do that. But yeah, being level 92 without Uberlab really does suck. But my Uberlab doesn't really give me too much, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Yeah, it just swaps around mana and decks, and mine are pretty much the same, so it wouldn't really do anything different for me. But to go over the auras that I have changed, I have added in summon Skitterbots and remove Discipline if you prefer the tankiness of the build and don't really mind the slower time to kill. Then keep the Discipline in, a little bit more defense, very nice for your build. But yeah, summon Skitterbots, great for really big chills and really big shocks. And then I've added in Precision linked to Arrogance and leveled that up as much as I could. I'm probably going to keep it at level 16 just because that gives me 99% chance to hit evasive monsters, which is a very rare chance that they're evasive anyways. And yeah, not really necessary to push it another level and lose out a little bit more life, but yeah, it's only reserving 311, so it's not too bad. It's not that big of a loss. As for gear upgrades, I managed to upgrade my wand. I need to enchant it in King's March. I just don't have any of the resources to actually enchant it, or enough of them. So I'm just holding off on that for now, but I'll probably add increased spell damage to it. And yeah, just really solid wand. Much better than what I've had before. If it had crit multi on it, it'll be absolutely insane. But yeah. And then changed out Immortal Call for Steel Skin, cast when damage taken, Enduring Cry and Wrath. Enduring Cry is purely just for getting endurance charges, so when I'm in the middle of a pack of monsters, just use it, get 3 endurance charges, and then just try and keep them up by Enduring Crying as often as possible, and yeah, just trying to keep the damage going well. As for all the other gems, I've made it so that Sniper's Mark is self-cast. Just prefer it that way over having it in an Arcanist brand setup, so you can kind of like pinpoint out the monster that you want rather than trying to get a brand on the enemy. I just found that being able to click it by yourself is much better. But yeah, shield charge, life tap, faster attacks, and then with the Arcanist brand I've got Tornado and Flame Wall, really good boost for single target. Unfortunately haven't found a 6 link yet, but I did find 2 incubators for 6 links. So I actually just hopped on this character just to try and get some gold for King's March because it keeps running out of gold while I'm leveling. And yeah, I managed to find 2 of these in the same legion, which is pretty crazy. So I'm just going to run through those, get to 6 links, see what they are, and hope that they aren't just energy shield bases. But yeah, I'll let you know what ends up dropping from that, and we go from there. Managed to put that ring on, just crafted some strength. Probably actually don't even need this strength. Oh, still definitely need the strength. But yeah, just slowly cruising through maps, managed to get all the way up to T16s. My Atlas completion is still really low. I haven't had much time to play, and yeah, work's been super crazy, life's been super crazy, just got a lot going on. But yeah, as you can see, most of my tier 16s are finished, and as you go back, it's kind of like no tier 12s, which is, it's really weird. So what happened is I found one of these maps. I have two. I don't know how I got a tier 15, but I have a tier 15. And then I ran it, and that modified, the boss drops a whole bunch of maps at the end, dropped me a whole bunch of tier 16s and tier 15s, and then I finished these out, finished out my T16s, and now I'm kind of dropping these lower maps and then just going back and completing them as I get them. And with these, I'm just going to use Orbs of Horizon to get the ones that I need. But yeah, so I'm just going to hop into a map real quick, just do a little bit of a showcase there so you guys can see what the build is about. It's nothing crazy of a map. It is quite a long map, so I'll probably end up cutting it down, be a little bit shorter, just so that you guys aren't here for the next 35 minutes watching me clear a map. But this build is incredibly fast, incredibly smooth to play. But yeah, like I said, clear speed just feels absolutely phenomenal. Like, damage is really good. Can just kind of stand still and not really have to worry about too much, and then you've got that huge culling strike. It just it feels so nice to have the culling strike, because it doesn't matter how many times it happens, it's always like, oh, can't wait for that monster to get down to 10% just so I can get blown up. But yeah, this is where the build truly shines, is doing expeditions. Just kind of stand still and throw out your mines, and then just wait for everything to die and let everything fork and chain and do whatever else it's doing, and yeah, you just don't have to worry. This is pretty much what it looks like all the time, is just standing still. Obviously you can get some pretty spooky modifiers that you don't really want to stand still for, and then I normally just hide around the corner and throw my mines in the door, and everything dies long before I can get in, no, into any danger. But yeah, just super clean build. I'm really glad that I did actually end up league starting this, because I was on the fence between, you know, a couple builds, and this was kind of the one that is picked last minute. I got jumped by intervention there. You probably didn't even see it because they're just off screen. The stealth and the blind is fantastic. They don't even notice that you're there, and you can just kind of kill everything, and it makes life super easy. As you can see, my filter isn't the highest of strictness. I think it's just strict at the moment, or semi-strict, and that's because I was running out of fusings and Scrolls of Wisdom. So wanted to just have them showing, making sure that I'm not actually missing out on any currency. Need to go over the filter and make it a little bit better. I'll get around to that at some point. Everything is pretty cruisy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Game of Spirit, nice. That's real cool. And then Legions, my absolute favorite mechanic at the moment for this build. I've got the idle on that makes the timer really short, so yeah, it's not the best. I've taken the idles out that increase the duration, and now it's, yeah, kind of bad. I need to put them back in, but I wanted to have more expedition chance. I'll go back and do that during later. Just wanted to kind of get through this map as quick as possible, show you what the bossing looks like, and then yeah, you guys can be free. Go and do whatever you want to do. As for plans for the future, the plan is to keep leveling up the slam build, and then use that as the character to farm, you know, some of the bigger bosses in game, you know, Uber Elders and those kinds of things. Just because this build doesn't feel the absolute best when it comes to single target, and I don't feel like fighting bosses for the next 30 years in hopes that I kill them. Those are both absolutely terrible. take that one, just because it's backwards.
Let's make a deal.
I will enjoy watching your skin blister. You don't want.
Not as dumb as you. That would only slow me down. Exile?
Ready to go. This is pretty much the bossing experience, just sitting far away, making sure that nothing can touch you. And if it does, just pop a life flask and hope that it doesn't crit you. And that's that's the name of the game, really. And that's it. That's an entire map. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.